Hello there, and welcome to another playthrough of a Commodore 64 game. So this is one I've really been looking forward to. This is the original Football Manager. So 1982 we're talking about here, and every Football Manager game there's been since is due to this one. So this is Kevin Tom's absolute masterpiece of a game. I mean, by today's standards, you know. It's a little bit simple and it's a little bit crude, but this is the one that started it all off. So, as you can see, it's text based, it was written in BASIC. There are some graphics that come later, but it's not a tour de force. So let's see what we've got. So although you start in the 4th division, you have players who at the time were very well known. So Peter Shilton, Phil Thompson, Kenny Sampson, etc., etc. You also don't have much variation in terms of tactics. You basically pick a team and then you just go for it. So looking at this, I need Peter Shilton in my team, so I press 1. And then I need to remove somebody. So poor old Phil Thompson's no good, so I'll get rid of him. So that has straight away strengthened my team. But as you can see, I'm okay in defence, they're better in midfield, and they're better in attack. So I've got this running in 200% mode, so it's running a little bit faster than it would do on a real Commodore 64. I mean, these graphics are quite entertaining. They're not too formulaic. They do seem to be different every time. And, you know, back in the day, this is probably going to be as exciting as it was. So, City win 2-0. I picked Manchester City because I am a Manchester City fan, and I have been since I was a very small boy. So if anybody accuses me of being a glory seeker, I'll not be particularly happy with that. So yes, 3rd in the league. Fantastic. So every time you get a game finishes, you get to see the transfer market and a player comes up for that you can bid on. Mr. Trevor Brooking only got a skill level of 1, so we'll not worry about him. So we can look at our players. You know, if somebody gets injured, then I'm going to have a problem. So I better keep a squad of 12. You've got some finance options there. Oh, very exciting, and you can save your game. But it's pretty straightforward. So now we're going to play Scunthorpe in the FA Cup. How exciting! So let's have a look at that. That looks fine to me. As I say, I've only got 12 players, so there's not much I can do. Move on to the second match, and I'm assuming that are we in the yellow? I'm not sure. Soon find out if somebody scores. No, they're in the yellow. Oh, come on then, City. Yeah, there we go. See, not a problem. Not a problem at all. So the idea is that you always start in the 4th division and then you move yourself up to the 1st division. So this is before Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues and everything else that's come into the game since then. It's very straightforward. So yes, we're through to the next round. Hoorah! So let's have a look at the finances. Money came in, money came out. Made a profit. Marvellous. We definitely want Charlie Nichols. So let's put a bid in. And he's joined our team. Fantastic. So we can look at that. There we go. There's a bit of quality. So I'm afraid looks like Paul Mariner. He's going to be put on the bench for a while. So if I go to the next game, Colchester, I need to go and pick Charlie Nichols, who's 22, and drop Paul Mariner, who's 24. So as you can see, although we're entering things on a keyboard, it's still pretty slick. It's still pretty fast flowing. You know, there's not too much hanging around. Seeing how we're doing there. Yeah, we're knocking on the door. I'm a very big fan personally of the modern Football Manager games. I've been playing it since 2005, which I believe was the first edition of Football Manager, the modern version. And I do a lot of playing Football Manager on a PC and also watching Football Manager YouTubers. My favourite being Loki Doki, and I'll put a link into the description so you can follow him. He's very, very entertaining and extremely knowledgeable about everything to do with Football Manager. So yes, this is of interest to me. So it seems like I've made a loss, but obviously I've just signed a player, so that's bound to happen. So we're okay there. Do I want Gordon McQueen? No. If you ask me about his daughter, that's another question. But no, Gordon, you're okay. So let's go to the next one. So we're going to play Crew, top of the table clash. So let's have a look at that. Energy 6. Is there anything I can do to change that? Let's have a look. I suppose I could. Let's have a look at the balance. So that it's attack, defense. They're just a better team all around. We'll just carry on playing. There's not a lot of things you can really do. It's not like you can pick formations. You can have more people in attack or more people in defense, but you can't really change the 4-4-3 or 4-4-2 or whatever positions you want to change. But then again, it's not that type of game. It's just a nice, simple. It's almost like a board game, card game, isn't it? The way that it does that. So no, we'll take that. Take that every day of the week. So we're now mid-table. Still making a profit. Good stuff. Do we want Gary Mabbott? Could do with a little bit in defence, so I'll bid a little bit. And he's joined. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get rid of Phil Thompson, who's number 3. Fulham. Yes, I accept that. That's a bit of wheeler dealing. Let's see how we're doing the league again. Doing 8th. Brilliant. Does seem to be enough teams there, does there? Oh, well, never mind. Right, we'll just play one more Darlington in the FA Cup. And this will be the original Darlington, won't it? So as you can see, Darlington haven't got a lot in defence, but they've got a lot in attack. So I wonder if we need to see what we can do about that. Let's see. So we've got 9 players. So that's like, oh, Ray Wilkins is injured. God rest his soul. Pick him, and we'll pick Richard Osman. Not sure. My trivia isn't that good. And we'll pick Charlie Nichols, and we'll drop Paul Mariner. Let's see how we do there. So that's a bit more balanced as well. So let's see how we do against Darlow. Although I support Man City, I live in the northeast of England, and I actually went to see Darlington play against my other beloved team, which is Altrincham. So yes, bit of revenge here. Oh, that wasn't very good, was it? We're out of the cup, beaten by Darlington. So boo hiss boo. So as you can see, it's not particularly sophisticated. You just play games. Let's see if our team's any better. So we'll put Ray Wilkins back in. And we'll drop Sammy Lee. See how that goes. That's a bit better. I remember getting this in a compilation pack. There was about 10, 12 different sports games, and this was one of them. And I have to admit, I really enjoyed playing this above the other games that were in the pack. Hey, we scored. There was Peter Shilton's Handball Maradona, which I'll probably feature at some point on this channel, which is a very amusing, if one-time only joke. Has some great speech synthesis in it. See, look, York City have scored 14 goals, and we've scored 3. It's just not on, is it really? Norman Whiteside, no thank you. Don't want any Manchester United players here. So look, see what we're doing. So Paul Mariner's fit again. So I'll put him back into the team, and we'll get rid of Frank Stapleton. Just for the energy, if nothing else. Brian Robson could do with the rest. So we'll put Sammy Lee back in for Brian Robson. And as you play through the game, you tend to get rid of the ones and the twos in terms of skill, and you put up more threes and fours and fives. But because you only get given the chance to sign one player a week, it just takes a little while, that's all. Are we going to win? Also, because there's no scoreboard, there's no graphics, you just don't really know what's going on. You have to sort of remember that your team's winning or losing, but you know, you can't complain about a game like this. Yes, 2-1, doing really well. How fantastic. So yes, Football Manager. It's a nice game to play for the nostalgia value, but I'm not sure in this day and age it has a lot of relevance, and like some Commodore classics. We're definitely going to sign Viv Anderson. Oh, quality player. Look at those ratings there. Viv Anderson and Alvin Martin. What a dream partnership in central defence. Unlike some of the Commodore games that still have replay value, I'm not convinced that this has a lot of replay value above and beyond just remembering, like I'm doing with this channel, remembering when years ago what you played. So yeah, it's good little game. So if you enjoyed this video, please like it, make a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.